So we're going to continue distributing. Let's do this one. 1/3 times the quantity. Whenever you hear me say times the quantity, it's an indication we're going to distribute because that means parentheses. 1/3 times the quantity, 12R plus 3/4. Okay? And we'll continue using area models because one of the IXLs you have today will be area models. And I've noticed they do love fractions on these. Okay? So don't be surprised if you see something just like this. So let's set up the area model. We have a width of 1/3, right? And the length is going to be 12R and positive 3/4. Okay. So here, I like this orange. I haven't used that in a while. So I got to do a little bit of multiplication, and I don't want to lose anyone. So we're going to multiply 1/3 times 12R.
4R.
4R. But like I said, I don't want to lose anybody.
Oh.
So I'm just going to show the work here on the side. Okay? 1/3
times
12 over 1. And then we got a choice. We can either just multiply across like we normally would. So 12 and 3 times 1 is 3. 12 thirds.
Divided by 3.
So that is 4R. Okay? And then we're also going to multiply 1/3 times 3/4. Let's do that one. 1/3 times 3/4. Okay, and then again, we multiply 1 times 3, 3 times 4. I get 3/12.
1/4.
And yeah, that reduces to 1/4 because we can divide by 3.
So it's 1/4?
It's 1/4. So that would go here.
Are we done?
Hmm?
I said, are we done?
We're almost done though, right?
We have to do 4R plus 1/4.
So the answer would be 4R plus 1/4. Okay? Any questions on that? Okay, let's try this one. Number 10. 7/4. And this one's going to have 3 terms. 7/4 times 2x plus 1/3 y minus 4/7 z. Gonna really try to fit it all in there. Okay, so lots of fractions, right? It's okay. We can do this. Let's see, our width is 7/4. And the length is going to be 2x and then 1/3 y and negative 4/7 z. That's 4/7. Came out kind of messy. All right, so we got a lot of multiplying with fractions to do. 14, well, let's see. We're going to multiply, 14/4. So let's just multiply those. 7/4 times 2 over 1, and that's 14/4. But we can reduce that, right? Yeah, that I can divide out 2 for sure. And that's going to be 7 halves.
That would be 3 and 1/2.
Yeah, let's just leave it as an improper fraction. I believe you're allowed to leave it as an improper fraction on.
But you can simplify it.
You can simplify it, so we can go mixed number or 7 halves. We'll leave it as 7 halves. Actually, I did need the x. We're just doing the calculation here. So here we go. 7 halves x. Now let's multiply 7/4 times 1/3. 7/4 times 1/3.
7/12.
7/12.
And then you add the y. 7/12 y.
Can I reduce that?
No.
7 and 12, that's it, right? And then we add the y. So 7/12 y. And then finally, 7/4 times 4/7, and it's going to be negative. We just got to remember that. I'm going to do that one over here. So 7/4 times 4/7, and that's 28/28.
Yeah, that's just one. You could just cross cancel it to 1.
Yeah, if you caught that, we could have just cross-canceled 7s, cross-canceled 4s. You get 1 and that's just 1. So how would I write it here?
One.
Negative 1z, or just negative z. Remember when you have a coefficient of 1, you don't need to put it, but if we put the 1, we're okay. Okay? So there's our answer here. So let's write it down. We've negative 1z. So we're going to do 7 half x, 7/2x, plus, because that's positive, 7/12 y minus 1z. Okay, so you're going to have some lovely fractions to work with. The other thing we need to start doing is distributing and simplifying. So we're going to do both things that we've done the last couple days. We're going to distribute, and then after we distribute, we're going to combine some like terms. Okay? So you guys ready? All right. Is anyone still writing this? Okay. Let's move on to the next part. So for these, what we're going to do, I'm just going to say simplify. Simplify the variable expression. So write that down. Simplify the variable expression. So that might mean distributing, that might mean combining like terms, whatever we need to do to get this bigger expression as small as possible with the least amount of terms. Okay? So let me give you an example. Let's say we go 2 parentheses x minus 8 plus 2x minus 5. Okay, just go ahead and write all that down. Now, let's take a look. We got some stuff in parentheses, some stuff outside parentheses. We got a lot. We want to bring this down, combine everything we can, but we need a starting point. Yes? Parentheses, yeah. Think order of operations. That's get rid of parentheses. And at this point, we only have one tool to get rid of those parentheses? What's our tool to get rid of parentheses?
Eraser.
Hmm?
Eraser.
Eraser. Yes. Erase them, right? They're gone. Mathematically, how about that? It's the dirty D word.
Division.
Divide?
No. Distribute.
Oh.
If I distribute, now I'm going to show distributing a different way now because I think we're getting better at this. I'm going to do this. I'm just indicating what's going to be multiplied together. So let's distribute 2 to x minus 8. 2x minus 16. Bring down the rest of this, another 2x and a minus 5. Okay? So no more parentheses. Okay. So we did that well. It's time to combine. Let's just identify the things that combine. 2x combines with,
2x. Make 4x.
and we can also combine negative 16. I like the way you said that.
And negative 5.
And negative 5.
To make negative 21.
Okay.
So it ends up being 4x minus 21.
There you go. So all of this simplified down to that.
Wait, how'd you get 2x?
This 2x,
No, the first one, yeah.
well, you distributed. 2
Oh.
times x, 2x.
That's it?
Uh-huh. Questions? Okay. Number 2. Let's do 5, or negative 5, rather. And then we're going to do 2x minus 3 minus 7. Okay? Let's try this one. Again, let's start with distributing, guys. Negative 5 multiplied through by 3. By negative 5, rather. Let's see what we get.
X and then
Negative 5 times 2x is...
negative 10x plus 15.
Yeah.
Plus 15.
That's a good question. I got negative 5 and the minus. Think of that as negative times negative. Positive.
Negative 10x plus 15.
And then the minus 7 comes along. Okay, so what can we combine here?
15 minus 7.
15 and negative 7.
Which is 8.
Yeah.
Negative 10x plus 8.
Yeah, the negative 10x we didn't touch, so it just stays negative 10x. And then 15 and minus 7 is positive 8. So plus 8. Any questions there?
Nope.
Okay. How about number 3, I guess we'll call this. 4 parentheses, x plus 8 minus 3 parentheses, x minus 1. Ooh. You got 2 parentheses here, guys. So write that down. Jasmine, you write this down? Okay, write it down. Now, what are we going to do? 4 times x, 4 times 8. Let's start with that. We know how to do that. So that would be 4x plus 32. How about here? Okay, you got to recognize that. What did you just say? That's negative 3. I want you to recognize this as a negative 3, guys, that we can distribute. So Jose's suggesting correctly that we should distribute a -3. So let's do that. Let's multiply by -3 there. So -3 times x becomes,
-3 minus. Just put -3x.
we'll just put -3x. And -3 times -1 is,
Plus
3.
one.
No, just
well, 3 times 1 is,
3. Just 3.
so you're just multiplying, right? 3 times x, -3x.
And then we
Negative.
still have to combine.
And we still have to combine. So let's combine. We're combining
4x,
4x.
and 3x, which is 7x.
Well, gotta be careful. It's a 4 and a -3.
Oh, yeah. 1x.
And then we're also gonna combine,
32 plus 3, which is 35.
yes. Okay. So let's combine. 4x and -3x becomes
No, no, 1x.
1x. I'll just write that as x. It's most common way of writing it when you have one of them is just no coefficient. And then 32 and 3 is 35, so plus 35. Any questions?
No.
Okay, we'll do one more. And I think we're good. Number 4. Okay. -1/2 10x plus 14 plus 1/3 9x minus 24. You guys ready?
Yes.
Okay.
-5x. It's negative.
Okay. Let's see. Well, we want -1/2 times 10x. What's half of 10?
5.
Five.
-5.
So -5x. -1/2 times 14.
-7.
So -7. Same thing over here. We're just this time we're distributing a positive 1/3. So we want 1/3 of each number, which is dividing by 3, right?
Yeah.
So 1/3 of 9.
3. 3x. It's just
3x? 3x. And then we just want 1/3 of 24.
wait, -8. -8 specifically. Because it's -3.
Okay. So now let's combine our like terms.
-2x.
-2x and then -7 and -8.
-15. -2x minus 15.
I believe so. That's going to be -5 and 3 is -2, so -2x. Then we're adding two negatives. That gives us a minus. 7 and 8 is
-15.
-15. So -2x minus 15. Any questions? Okay, so the assignments are 2 of them on Delta. I'm sorry, on IXL. On IXL, the target is 90% though, guys. 90% or more. So grab those Chromebooks.